Problem 19 says, suppose the cost to rent a piece of equipment is determined by the function C of H equals 5.25H plus 20, where C of H is the output, cost in dollars, and H is the input, rental time in hours. The maximum rental time is 10 hours. That's going to be important for us. So part A, let's underline that. Part A says, what is the input quantity and variable for this function? Well, the quantity is rental time. The variable is H, and the units are hours. Name the smallest and largest possible input values, then use this information to identify the practical domain. Well, let's see. The minimum number of hours that we could rent the equipment for is 0. We could make a reservation, we could pay the initial fee that's required, and then something happens and we can't get the equipment. The maximum number of hours that we can rent the equipment, according to what's in the information given, is 10. So what we're going to do is to identify what's called the practical domain. And that is the domain that makes sense for this function in the context of this problem. If you look at the function that we're given, C of H equals 5.25H plus 20, that's a linear function. Its domain is all real numbers. However, in the context of this problem, we certainly wouldn't want to use negative values for rental time, and according to the information, we can't rent for more than 10 hours. So our practical domain then we write this way: 0 hours less than or equal to H less than or equal to 10 hours. This notation is called inequality notation, and you're going to see a lot of that in future examples. Part B, what is the output quantity and variable? Well, the output quantity is the cost to rent the equipment. The variable is C, and the units are dollars. Name the smallest and largest possible output. Well, the smallest is going to be the cost if we rent for 0 hours, C of 0. If we plug 0 into our function, we get 5.25 times 0 plus 20, and that equals 20. The maximum value for output is if we rent for the full 10 hours. We get 5.25 times 10 plus 20, so 52.50 plus 20 is 72.50. So the way we write our practical range, we're going to use the same kind of notation that we used for practical domain, and that is inequality notation. So our minimum cost is $20. There's our output variable, and our maximum is $72.50.